Thank you for joining me today, Mrs. Blackwell.
You're welcome. Thanks for asking me.
So I just have a few questions about Thanksgiving, and I was wondering if you could answer them. So my first one is, what is your most memorable Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving memory?
Well, I have several, but I'm going to just talk about one. My aunt used to live in Eagle Nest, New Mexico, and we would go out there for Thanksgiving, and we would cut our own Christmas tree out of the forest and bring it back, and we'd have a live tree from the forest for Christmas.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
It was. We'd walk around in the national forest and find a tree, cut it down, tie it on the top of the car, and bring it home.
All right, what is your funniest Thanksgiving memory?
Well, this one happened at Mr. Blackwell's house with his mom. He and his brothers and all of us as a family were there to eat. And we got ready to set the table and put all the food on the table. And we went to get the turkey, and the roaster wasn't plugged in, and it was raw. So we didn't have a turkey to eat.
Oh.
So we had to wait, had the kids open up Christmas packages, and then cook the turkey and bring the food back out.
Oh, yeah. What is your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Cranberries. Can I say 2?
Sure.
And stuffing.
Those are good. And then what is your least favorite Thanksgiving food?
I don't know if I really have a least favorite food. My grandma used to make mincemeat pie, and I didn't like that. So that would probably be my least favorite.
What is your favorite Thanksgiving pie, or do you like pie?
I love pie. And my favorite is pumpkin with Cool Whip on top.
How is your Thanksgiving different from now than 20 years ago?
Well, probably 20 years ago, our kids were still little.
Yes.
And so we were pretty much at home on the farm because Mr. Blackwell was feeding cattle and our kids were there. Now that our kids are older, sometimes they go with their families.
Yes.
And so we're not always with our kids. So that's different.
If you could design a Macy's Day Parade float, what would it represent and what would it be made out of and look like?
I think the most important thing right now would be to represent peace in the world.
Yes.
And we should be so thankful for that. And I think it would just have a real fall-looking theme with a cornucopia and a turkey and that sort of thing.
Yes, that would be fun to see in a parade. What is your favorite Thanksgiving tradition?
I think just that you're either with family or friends.
Yes.
And that's important. And you forget how many people don't get to do that. And so I think that's what's the most memorable about Thanksgiving is being together.
Yes. Who do you like to spend your Thanksgivings with?
Family and friends.
Yes.
And you guys are like our friends and family too. We love it.
If you were to start a new tradition on Thanksgiving, what would it be?
For me, I've never decorated for Christmas on Thanksgiving. A lot of people, have Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes.
And then that evening or the next day, they get started on Christmas. I've never done that.
Oh, that would be a fun thing to do.
So it might kind of be fun for us to do that.
It would be different. What football team will you be cheering for on Thanksgiving? We have the Bears versus the Packers, the Panthers, and the Cowboys, and then the Eagles and the Lions.
Well, I know for sure I'm going to yell for the Packers because of Jordy Nelson, even though he can't play this year. That's one of my faves. The other 2 games, I really don't care, but we'll probably watch them. Okay.
Have you celebrated Thanksgiving since you were born?
Yes.
When was your first year spending Thanksgiving at our house?
Oh my. I tried to think about that and I can't even. Oh. Well, you kids were little.
Yeah. How about this house here? Do you remember?
Well, we've come here almost every year. I think that you've lived here.
So that means about 3 years.
So that's about how many years?
It would be. Would this be the third or the fourth?
Oh, it's more than that, honey. I don't know. We've come here a lot and we love it.
Is there a Thanksgiving food that you have never tried but would like to?
I don't think there is. I think everything that's pretty traditional we've usually had in some sort of a way. So no, I really don't think so.
And then my last question is, we always do pork. Dad always smokes a pork for Thanksgiving. So do you like that or the turkey better?
I like the pork.
Yeah.
It smelled so good when we came in the house
Yes.
today. So I would say the pork.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think that's a fave.
Yes. Well, thank you for doing this with me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Your questions were all really good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks so much for asking me to do it.
It was fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye.